The Saitama Stadium, built for the game's greats, constructed for the World Cup in 2002. It has hosted the Olympic Games as well, and now it is the home of two of the greats in the AFC Champions League. The Urawa Red Diamonds hosting the Pohang Steelers on match day 3 in Group J. The Steelers are at the top of the group at the moment, 2 wins out of 2. The Red Diamonds a win and a draw. And only the top team in the group is guaranteed a place in the knockout stage of the competition. It is always a fantastic place to host a football match, the Saitama Stadium 2002. Capacity of 63,700. And the fans that support the Red Diamonds have always been among the most passionate in Japanese football. They deliberately created a culture at the club that was meant to replicate the atmosphere of European football, specifically in Germany. They wanted it to be a difficult place to come. This was a club that set out from the start to be antagonistic. In the old days of Japanese football, the corporate days, back when the Urawa Red Diamonds were known as Mitsubishi Heavy Industries, it was commonplace for the away fans and the home fans to chant the names of each other's teams as a gesture of respect. The Red Diamonds said, we don't want to do it that way. We want people to fear coming here. We want people to find this place hard to handle. Well, the Pohang Steelers have proven they can handle the toughest away journeys in Asian football. They won the AFC Champions League in 2009. Their manager was part of the playing staff that lifted the trophy over a decade ago. Now Kim Gi-dong takes his players to the home of the defending champions, the team that won the 2022 edition of the tournament. Their veteran goalkeeper and captain, Shusaku Nishikawa, will lead out the Urawa Red Diamonds. A gentleman who's won every single major trophy in Japan, as well as 2 AFC Champions Leagues. The Red Diamonds have won this trophy 3 times, the first back in 2007. They have only once been the J-League champions, but they are currently sitting 3rd in the league, the best that they have enjoyed in terms of position for quite some time. The Pohang Steelers are 2nd in the Republic of Korea's top flight, 8 points behind Ulsan, and if they hold on to 2nd place, it will be their best finish since their title win of 2013. In short, these are 2 teams who have enjoyed great form. They have great supporters, they play great football. It should be a fascinating contest. The setting is Saitama, about 20-30 kilometers or so away from Tokyo, depending on where you choose to measure the boundaries of Tokyo and the centre of Tokyo, which is no easy task. It's an enormous city. And this is a real footballing heartland of Japan, this part of the country. The fans of the Akai Akuma, the Red Devils, waiting to welcome the Pohang Steelers. And the Steelers have had injury issues of late, but as their manager Kim Gi-dong so eloquently and purposefully put it in the pre-match press conference, why should he be concerned about these young players? They're 2nd in the league, this team. They've had injury issues all season. It has not affected them. They are playing superbly. He trusts the young players, and they trust him. And he's going to need to call upon some of them from the substitutes bench, maybe even Beck, who's never even played for the first team and is on the bench tonight. What an atmosphere to find yourself in. But let's face it, the atmosphere of football in the K-League is fantastic as well, so it will be no surprise to these players to see something like this. Enter the champions. The AFC Champions League is underway and well underway. This is match day 3 of the 2023-2024 campaign. And the winners of last season's edition are hosting winners from 2009 at the Saitama Stadium. Two teams united by their old corporate origins. The Urawa Red Diamonds used to be owned by a car company. The Pohang Steelers were originally the Pohang Iron and Steel Company, or POSCO FC. And so it is time to see who is made of steel, whose engine will be revving, who is going to be victorious in this meeting of the 3-time winners, Urawa Red Diamonds, and the 2009 winners, the Pohang Steelers, on match day 3. In this strong Urawa Red Diamonds team, Norwegian defender number 5, Marius Høybråten, is at the heart of why they're so hard to beat. In attack, number 18, Toshiki Takahashi, hasn't played a great deal in the league, but impressed in the Champions League win against Hanoi. He starts today. Tantashev Ilguz of Uzbekistan is the referee. Nosavarov Virdavs will be the head referee in charge of the video review system. The captains meet. A number of injuries have affected the Pohang Steelers, but fortunately not essential goalkeeper Hwang In-jae and high-scoring striker Brazilian Zeca, who wears number 9. He's having the best season of his career. The captain is number 12, Kim Sung-dae, in his 3rd spell at the club. The visitors have a smaller range of options than the hosts, quite a few young players, but veteran winger number 7, Kim In-sung, could be a useful one. As the old saying goes, the stage is set. This should be great entertainment, and it's wonderful to have your company for it. Last moments of calm before what is going to be, one hopes, a very high-octane game. Welcome to match day 3 in the 2023-2024 AFC Champions League, as the Urawa Red Diamonds of Japan, the champions from the last edition of Asia's flagship club competition, face the 2009 winners, the Pohang Steelers of the Republic of Korea. The stadium built for the FIFA World Cup in 2002. It hosted one of the Japanese games, their 2-2 draw in the group stage with Belgium, where a young Arsenal reserve player called Junichi Inamoto suddenly became a global star. Maciej Skorza, the head coach of the Red Diamonds from Poland, took over in November of last year. This is his 50th game in charge, and he has won 23 of them, 19 draws and just 7 losses. Number 14, Park Sung-uk, 26-year-old. And now it is with number 20, Park Chang-yong. Started his career actually in Japan, played for Ehime FC, Renofa Yamaguchi and Kamatamare Sanuki. So all of his time in Japan was actually spent in J2. He never played against the Red Diamonds. The defending champions started their Group J campaign with a 2-2 draw at Wuhan. Jose Kante equalised in the 94th minute for them. They then beat Hanoi by 6-0. As we look at Kim Gi-dong, who lifted the trophy as a player in 2009 for the Steelers. He's been their manager since 2019, having been in charge of the youth team for 3 years before that. Actually played for the old POSCO Atoms, one of the previous names of the Steelers. Finished his career with the Steelers in 2011 and was actually the oldest person ever to score in the Korean top flight. And he may be somebody who was one of the oldest to ever accomplish something, but he's said his young players are those he trusts completely, and he's right to, based on the strong form of the Pohang Steelers that has taken them to second in the Korean top flight. At the moment, the K-League is being led by Ulsan by 8 points ahead of the Steelers. The Red Diamonds third in J1. And that is a real contrast to what their league form has been like in the last few years. It was winning the Emperor's Cup in 2021 that took them into the AFC Champions League. Shisaku Nishikawa, 37, joined the club in 2014 from Sanfrecce, Hiroshima. Big moment for him earlier this season when he made his 700th appearance in club football. And the Japanese goalkeeper actually was also a winner of the 2011 AFC Asian Cup. Just an opportunity to remind you that that is coming up in January and February in Doha in Qatar. A foul by Han Chang-hee. Marius Heibrotten wears number 5 for the Red Diamonds, in possession now. Extremely good defender. Left Norway earlier this year to join them. Ito out to Takuya Ogiwara. Natsuki Ito, actually from Urawa in Saitama, as Yasui can't get the ball under control, and then a somewhat tame hit from Ito, one of the absolute local lads in the team. Not a particularly strong piece of defending, it must be said, from Park Sung-uk. He knows it will be difficult against a team that is top of the group, that beat Hanoi 4-2 and then won at home 3-1 against Wuhan. Ha Chang-rae, the vice-captain, looking on the diagonal for Park Sung-uk. It's going to be possibly looked at again. Advantage played. It was a foul on Kai Shibato. That was quite a fearsome-looking challenge, and Atsuki Ito is asking, as is Marius Heibrotten, why no further action is being taken by Tantashev Ilgus. It's a heavy touch by Go Young-jun, and then he's out of control as he slides in on Kai Shibato. And Shin Kwang-hoon, who has already picked up 2 yellow cards before this match, now will miss the next one. Third caution of the group stage. 36-year-old. It was Shin Kwang-hoon's challenge rather than Go Young-jun. Well, not a positive start this for the Pohang Steelers. The yellow card for Shin Kwang-hoon. One of their veteran players will be missing when these two teams meet at the Pohang Steel Yard on the 7th of November. Match day number 4. Little touch from Heibrotten. Over from Kaito Yasui. Has scored a couple of times in the Champions League. Both of them against Shandong Taishan last season in those 2 5-0 victories. Header on was from Zeca, the Brazilian, who's been really impressive in the K-League this season for the Pohang Steelers. 11 goals in 34 games, his best ever season. And he scored in the 1-1 draw with Incheon United a few days ago. His opposite number is Brian Linssen, the Dutch forward, 33. Joined joined the club from Feyenoord last year. Made over 400 appearances for various clubs in Dutch football, mostly the Eredivisie, over a decade and a half before this first ever move overseas. Urawa. Back to number 4, Takuya Iwanami, who's been at the club for about 5 years now. Too much on that for Toshiki Takahashi. Played back by Kim Jong-woo. Park Sung-wook. The 26-year-old who joined the club from the Busan Transportation Corps in the 3rd tier of Korean football. It's had a very interesting journey, Park Sung-wook, since he graduated from Dongwul University a couple of years ago, went right down to the K3 League. Worked his way up very quickly and impressively. Trying to work his way forwards here. Park Chan-yong. 45 is Ha Chang-lee. The goalkeeper, Ishikawa, claiming it easily. Remarkable player, Nishikawa. He's barely missed a game in his entire career. Ogiwara can't get beyond Park Sung-wook. It's really good play from the number 14. He gets it back from Zeka. Nicely worked by the Pohang Steelers. And Chang-hee. The captain, Kim Sung-dae. Should be dealt with, and it is by Kai Shibato. They're ahead of Hebrotten. 32-year-old, he is from Pohang, the skipper of Kim Gi-dong's team. He's one of a number of players in the Steelers side who have an Asian Games medal. He's a gold one from 2014, probably the most special of all for players from the Republic of Korea. The games were in Incheon. And then you have Go Young-jun wearing number 11, who was part of the team that just won the Asian Games in Hangzhou. And the gentleman who got booked at the start of the game, Shin Kwang-hoon, won a bronze medal in Guangzhou in 2010. So a whole squad full of people who have played at the Asian Games. And of those who will be hoping to play at the AFC Asian Cup in January. Park Chan-young has to go back to Han Chang-hee. Zeka did well there to briefly hold that up. Park Sung-uk. As we get close towards the 20-minute mark, no real clarity of chance for either side. And after that patient use of the ball from the Pohang Steelers, really aimlessly wasted, but then the Red Diamonds respond in kind. This is Shibato. Finds Yoshio Koizumi. Takahashi. Giwara. Hebron. Ayumu Ohata, left back from Kyushu Island. Played through to Atsuki Ito. Shibato. Yoshio Koizumi. To be cleared, and was, by Ha Chang-rei. Rebounds to Han. Nicely touched on by Go. It is fair to say, to put it gently, that the game is in the need of warming itself up. There is a degree of cautiousness and perhaps respect each of these teams for the other. There was so much talk from both Maciej Skorca and Kim Gi-dong before about how experienced the opposition is when it comes to this sort of occasion, to playing these group matches and to actually navigating their way out of the group. And the awareness, of course, for both of these managers that you do not do that by playing your most intense, pressing, attacking football for every single minute of an AFC Champions League group stage, because it is tactically naive to do so. Kim Sung-dae. That's a very good quality ball. What a super delivery that was from Kim Sung-dae, the captain. Absolutely magnificent cross. And it really did make it completely unmissable. Just have a look at the quality of this ball. It stands out more than the finish itself. It was absolutely exquisite. Good work as well from Park Sung-uk, but this ball is just sensational. It really is a good touch by Jong Jae-hee. Great deal still to do, and he took it beautifully. It's his first ever goal in the AFC Champions League, his 10th for the club overall. And in the 22nd minute of the game, the Pohang Steelers have taken the lead. Fine finish from Jong Jae-hee, but the quality of ball from Kim Sung-dae, absolutely marvellous. You have to time that very carefully. He's only played 15 times in J1 this season, half of the games. Has played quite a few times in the Cup. Delivery from the 32-year-old. The goal scorer, who timed his run ever so well to meet that cross from Kim Sung-dae. Shibato does well. Advantage played for a clear foul. Go Young-jun to Kim Sung-dae. Clever little pass. Han. Starting to construct their attacks nicely, the Pohang Steelers. Play called back for the foul by Kaito Yasui. And then he goes hurtling into Kai Shibato. Kim Jong-woo, the player who just flew into the Urawa Red Diamonds player. He wasn't at all able to anticipate it. Meanwhile, there is an evident problem. Signals seem to have been is contemplating the loss of the goal scorer, Chong Jae-hee. We remind ourselves of that excellent ball and finish. What a special moment. 10th goal for the club, first ever in the AFC Champions League. Doing it on his debut in the competition. A debut that seems now to be coming to an end. There seems to be absolutely no doubt that he will not continue. He made the signal a couple of minutes ago as he sat down that he was going to have to come off. It seems that it's going to be Kim In-sung who will come on. I mentioned at the start that it's a bench of very young players, but that they do have an extremely experienced one in Kim In-sung, the 34-year-old winger who joined the club this season from 2 years at Seoul Eland. He is a winner of the AFC Champions League with Ulsan Hyundai in 2020. And he's come on for his 40th appearance in the AFC Champions League, replacing debutant Chong Jae-hee. But from an attacking and midfield standpoint, all of the replacements now that are available for Kim Gi-dong are young players who haven't played a great deal of senior football by comparison to some of those out there. They do have still on the substitutes bench Lee Ho-jae, who certainly lays a decent, or makes a decent claim to being the most effective substitute in football in the Republic of Korea at the moment. He scored 6 goals in the league this season, 5 of which have been as a substitute, so they might use him later on if they need some extra force in attack, but for now it is Kim In-sung. Well, Iwanami didn't really get enough on the ball. Zeka plays it out wide to Kim. Go Young-jun's crossing was a little on the tame side. But the Pohang Steelers, certainly the better team at the moment. Here's the substitute, Kim In-sung, going into the sort of position as expected that we saw Jong Jae-hee in. Corner kick for the Pohang Steelers. Nearly into Park Sung-hook. It's going to be another opportunity to deliver it. Wanting the ball on the edge of the area was Kim In-sung, who was free. Go Young-jun will go again. 10th appearance for Go in the AFC Champions League as he delivers a similar sort of ball, that time met by Kai Shibato. It was towards Park Sung-hook again. Broughton. Takahashi couldn't get there, and the pressure remains on the Urawa Red Diamonds defence. Go. Important intervention by the Norwegian. Kim Jong-woo will get it back. It's pretty relentless, the pressure. Kim Sung-dae just couldn't quite set that up. What a good delivery from Kim Jong-woo, and the run was timed superbly by the captain. Made his AFC Champions League debut a decade ago. Scored for Pohang Steelers and for Jeonbuk Hyundai Motors. Zeka, but the rebound favours the Brazilian. And he keeps going. Still Zeka into the area and saved by Nishikawa. The most we've seen so far from the 26-year-old from Salvador. He's got a great record in the AFC Champions League. 9 appearances, 9 goals. He scored 7 in 7 for Daegu last season. Straight through the legs of Marius Heybroten. Iwanami. Around 10 minutes remaining of the first half, a first half that has seen almost nothing from an attacking perspective from the Urawa Red Diamonds. Koizumi. Ogiwara. Yashi. Back in the direction of Ogiwara, but overhit by Atsuki Ito. Interesting relationship that Takuya Ogiwara has had with the AFC Champions League. He was actually on loan at Kyoto Sanga last season, and yet still managed to play in the 2022 campaign due to the final taking place in May of this year. So he actually played in both matches of the final. He's had really successful loan spells. It's been a very good example of how to test a young player. Down goes Toshiki Takahashi and gets no decision, just seemed to collide with Park Chan-young. Maybe there was a suggestion that Park Chan-young used his arm a little deviously. Didn't seem to be a great deal to object to. Iwanami. Miscontrolled by Shibato. Seemed to be a somewhat unnecessary attempt at the virtuoso from Kim Jong-woo. Broughton. Go out now to Iwanami. He's only played 5 times in J1 this season, Takuya Iwanami. First year really of his career, the 29-year-old, where he's not been a regular in the league. Has played 9 times in the 2 cup competitions. Whereas Atsuki Ito, who we just saw moving forwards there, has played every game in the league. Around 150 appearances in total for the Red Diamonds. That's got to be a foul, very clearly, by Park Sung-uk. He's making the case, as was Zeka that the shirt was being pulled as well by Ogiwara, but I think it seems quite clear from that angle. I think they're also a little unhappy with Ogiwara's reaction. But as I mentioned earlier, it's been wonderful to see Takuya Ogiwara grow into a position of such greater prominence in this Urawa Red Diamonds team. Another player who hasn't played a great deal in the league, Toshiki Takahashi. Before him we saw Takuya Iwanami, who's in a similar sort of position. Takahashi only 9 appearances in J1, starting only 2 games, so it is a rare thing for him. Zeka will try to get there, but it's easy for Nishikawa. The strongest ball and not the strongest touch from Koizumi. Oh, nicely controlled by Brian Linson. He's all on his own, and now the supporter arrives with Yasui, who's dispossessed extremely effectively. Park Sung-uk, who then kept running to try to get into a wide position and stretch the defence. But that's great recovery of the ball from the away team after a decent piece of control from the 33-year-old. Shibato. Takuya Iwanami. Touched on by Yasui to Koizumi. Yasui will get it back. Ogiwara. Well, he goes down, but there wasn't sufficient contact, I should say, in the eyes of Tantashivulgus. Now, as we go into additional time, the substitute Kim In-sung breaks forward purposefully, hits it well too. Really, the game suddenly stretched. Did seem just to stumble, Ogiwara. What a great pass from Go Young-jun. 34-year-old, probably just forced to take that yard or two earlier than optimum. Maybe enough cover was given by Marius Heiblotten, who was charging back. Now, what changes is he cooking up? Maciej Skorca, very successful manager in Poland. In his 50th game in charge of the Urawa Red Diamonds, he's going to need to draw upon his experience to fix this. 4 times a winner of the Polish League with 2 different clubs. Zeka, agitated and agitating. He has already been booked twice in the group stage. And he's on a pretty clear path to get another one if he doesn't stop this. And after the yellow card to Shin Kwang-hun in the first half, the last thing that Kim Gi-dong wants is to have Zeka suspended as well for the second meeting between these teams on the next match day. Ogiwara trying to create a little space down the right wing, he's done it well. And then his cross, it was not actually gathered by Hwang In-jae. It looked as though he had the ball in his arms. There was no foul committed. Very uncertain piece of goalkeeping in what has otherwise been an extremely secure half from the Pohang Steelers. Go Young-jun has worked extremely hard. He continues the overlapping run. The end of the first half notable for a fabulous delivery from Kim Sung-dae, the captain of the Pohang Steelers, and a great touch home by Jong Jae-hee, who sadly then had to withdraw injured after that 22nd minute opener. The Urawa Red Diamonds haven't really managed to create any attacking opportunities. At half-time, it is the Urawa Red Diamonds 0, Pohang Steelers 1. The second half to begin, and a change coming, and a veteran one as well. Hiroki Sakai, and he will take the armband as well. A couple of changes made. There's Kai Shibato and Takuya Ogiwara do not come back out. Hiroki Sakai is on, as is Shoya Nakajima. It's two very experienced players brought on by Matsuye Skorza. It's not enormously surprising that he has made some bold decisions at half-time, considering the lack of chances created by the Urawa Red Diamonds in the first 45. Sakai, who played at the Olympic Games in Tokyo as one of the overage players for the Japanese national team. He's made almost 450 appearances in all competitions for his various clubs. And also on is Shoya Nakajima, the 29-year-old from Hachioji in Tokyo, who only recently joined the club. The second half begins. Urawa Red Diamonds 0, Pohang Steelers 1. A 22nd minute goal scored by Jong Jae-hee, who then had to go off injured after a high-quality cross from Kim Sung-dae. The Red Diamonds looking to create some chances meaningfully, something they really struggled to do in the first half. So as a result, Matsuye Skorza, in his 50th game in charge, brings on two of the most experienced players, Hiroki Sakai and Shoya Nakajima. And Nakajima is certainly going to be at the heart of anything they try to do creatively. Here he is. Shin Kwang-hun sent it in the direction of Zeka. That is Heibron. Sakai, and there's an opportunity here for the substitutes, both of them combining. Sakai to Shoya Nakajima, and already a moment probably of greater positivity than we've seen for most of the match from the Urawa Red Diamonds. Did take a touch, I think, and indeed it is a corner kick, and it will be Nakajima to take the corner, and it's gathered with relief by Hwang In-jae, who had a slightly tentative moment, claiming a ball in the air just before the half-time interval. But a good contribution from Nakajima, and it was touched behind by Park Chan-young. He's only played 3 times, Shoya Nakajima, in the league, all as a substitute after joining the club, I should say, in July from Antalyaspor in Turkey. He's had spells in Portugal, Qatar, the United Arab Emirates, back in Japan 5 years after leaving FC Tokyo. Kim In-sung, who's also looked very positive since coming on as a substitute. Great ball, great goal, fabulous football. That is elegant. Go Young-jun finishes for his first ever AFC Champions League goal, and the substitute who came on for the goal scorer is the provider of the second. And that was just so easy looking from the Pohang Steelers. The captain started it with the interception. The pass was picked up by Kim In-sung, who just charged forwards. This is such decisive, clear play. It was left by Zeka, who knew exactly what the intention was. Good decision by the Brazilian. Great finish from Go Young-jun. And that's his 20th goal for the club in all competitions. It is 2-0 to the Pohang Steelers. He's been a first-team regular for 3 years, the man who spent his whole career at the club. Recently made his 100th appearance in the K-League. It's been a very good month for Go Young-jun, winning the gold medal in the men's football competition at the Asian Games in Hangzhou. He's had a spring in his step ever since. And it's an excellent piece of football from the Pohang Steelers, just when the Red Diamonds were starting to look a little dangerous. And it is so infuriating, isn't it, as a fan, when your team starts to look a little different after half-time. They seem to have a little more energy, more inspiration, and suddenly you're hit on the counter-attack. Every football fan in the world can empathise with it, and it's happened here to the home supporters. There, the man who scored the goal, Go Young-jun. Kim In-sung. What an inspired performance. It's coming on. That's a lovely play to Zeka. Good stop by Nishikawa. Zeka couldn't quite generate the power on the header. It's knowing how to use a veteran like Kim In-sung. He's only started 12 of 31 appearances in the top flight this season. And he's clearly somebody capable of impacting a game extremely effectively. Having a wonderful, wonderful afternoon, or evening, I should say. Nice way to celebrate his 40th appearance in the AFC Champions League. Go Young-jun will take the corner kick for the Pohang Steelers. Then from the edge of the area, well, Nishikawa wasn't enormously troubled by it. I think it was actually Kim In-sung with the shot. And that's the mark, isn't it, of somebody who's just so confident. Marius Høybråten would have been furious if this had got beyond him, because he didn't get much height in his jump to try and head it clear. But it was struck very quickly by Kim In-sung. Touched by Atsuki Ito. A couple of important saves from Shisaku Nishikawa. And offside against goal. They haven't just been really effective from an attacking point of view, the Pohang Steelers. Their recovery of the ball has been strong. They have pressurised the Urawa Red Diamonds in the midfield. They have shown almost no vulnerabilities defensively. What about now, as Yoshio Koizumi plays it out to Sakai. Sakai's floated cross, headed clear comfortably by Han Chang-hee, who directed it well to Kim Sung-dae. Well, this is all such good orchestration of the counter-attack, and it's going to be a corner kick. That was beautifully dealt with. It all started with Han Chang-hee's header, and he managed to find his captain, and within a matter of seconds it's a corner kick to the Pohang Steelers. Yet another corner kick. Go Young-jun, yet again to take the corner. His delivery goes over the top of Park Chan-yong. Park Chan-yong is still in there. Go in the direction of Park Chang-rae, and it's put behind. He's had a good goal-scoring season in the sense that he's got two. First time in his career, the 28-year-old, that he'd ever scored twice in one season. They were both in the different draws with Seoul in June and August, respectively. Iwanami managed to get some connection, I think. A little stumble, but he's done well to pull it back anyway. Park Sung-wook blocked the shot from Han Chang-hee, and then eventually thumped clear by Brian Linson, but it is desperate-looking defending from the Urawa Red Diamonds. Kim In-sung. And then from distance and almost catching everyone out, Han Chang-hee, who's never scored in the Champions League. Another change to be made. Brian Linton, who hasn't had a great deal of opportunity to impact the game, replaced by Tomoaki Okubo, the winger from Tokyo, who graduated from Chuo University in the same year as his shirt number. He was at the Tokyo Verdy youth team. And he's in order for some muted congratulations if the score remains the same, because this is his 100th competitive appearance for the Urawa Red Diamonds. Sakai did well to keep it in play, but it was read by Park Chan-yong. Iwanami's ball flicked on by Ito. Back to Han Chang-hee. 2-on-2 counter-attack potential here. Zeka, brilliant from Zeka. Tries to pull it back, and eventually Marius Heibroten covers, but an excellent drive forwards from the Brazilian. Kaito Yasui was enough of an irritant to stop Zeka. Got a stalling touch on the ball, and that was enough. And supporting was Kim In-sung. He picks it up now on the right flank. Shin Kwang-hun. Han tried to catch out Iwanami, but he was purposeful. Go. Gathered. It has been quite a busy match, a busy hour for Shusaku Nishikawa. Despite having a majority of the ball, they have not been able to do a great deal with it in the attacking third of the pitch. Corner kick to the Urawa Red Diamonds inside the last 30 minutes or so. Will be another one, engineered by Hiroki Sakai. To the near post, headed clear by Zeka. Koizumi tries to put it back in, it's covered nicely by Go. End-to-end hard work from the Pohang Steelers. Very impressive display. And if they hold on, then it will be a maximum 9 points from the first 3 games. Is this a chance for the substitute? Tries to poke it to Atsuki Ito, but Nakajima couldn't really create the sort of angle he needed to. Koizumi. Ito can't chase. Still not one shot on target for the Urawa Red Diamonds. What next? Alex Schalk is on the bench. Shinzo Koroki. Maybe even Ekanit Panya, who hasn't been used a great deal since joining on loan in July. Will they do something like bringing on Junpei Hayakawa, the 17-year-old youth team player who has been so promising? And if Kim Gi-dong does need to call upon some of the less experienced players to provide a little freshness in the attack in the closing stages of the game, his experienced ones have absolutely set it up for them. And have given them some breathing space. Kim In-sung, Shin Kwang-hun, problematic for Heibrotten. Somehow Kim Sung-dae kept the ball and then drilled into Heibrotten by Han. Kim Jong-woo has it. Now it is Han Chang-hee who's seen a lot of the ball. He's seen more of it. Kim In-sung uses Shin Kwang-hun behind him. That is going to be a throw into the Urawa Red Diamonds. They just need to string together something. A meaningful attack, a shot on target to enliven themselves. In a very advanced position was Ayumu Ohata. It would be a surprise if he were to provide the breakthrough, having never scored a senior goal. Takahiro Akimoto, 25-year-old left-sided player, will come on. Scored a couple of Champions League goals last season. Little slip by Go Young-jung, but I think they got a touch of fortune there. Came off a Red Diamonds player. Well, not in the verdict to the referee. I think at first that's what they thought. Now the change sees Yoshio Koizumi placed by Takahiro Akimoto. Good corner kick in the direction of Heibrotten, and the goalkeeper ending up making a save. Hwang In-jae made his body very big. I think it wouldn't have counted anyway by the looks of things. Let's just scrutinise it again. And certainly it is Tomoaki Okubo who's in an offside position when he gets the chance. Not that his opposite number, Hwang In-jae, knew that. Probably didn't know much about it afterwards either. Clattered into his head. Twenty minutes or so remaining. Urawa Red Diamonds, the champions from last year's edition of the competition, which concluded in May. They are, as things stand, going to be on 4 points after the first 3 games. A win, a draw, a loss. It's not a convincing start to defending their crown. And they're going to be well behind the Steelers, 5 points behind them. And let us remember that the next fixture for the Urawa Red Diamonds is to go to the Pohang Steel Yard on the 7th of November. Zeka blocked. He is claiming a handball, but the whistle has gone anyway. To bring it forwards, a little more advanced than he was early in the game, Marius Heibrotten. Hiroki Sakai. That has just about been controlled and then was blocked. The first time that really the Pohang Steelers have not managed to deal with a speculative ball into the area as Ayumu Ohata's shot goes over. A rare opportunity for the Urawa Red Diamonds to get control of the second ball. The substitute, Takahiro Akimoto, saw his shot blocked by Shin Kwang-hoon. Nakajima with a pull back to a man who's never scored a senior goal and who got quite close to one there. He made his 80th J1 appearance for the club on the 20th of October in the 2-0 win against Kashiwa Reysol. Advantage played as the Urawa Red Diamonds move it to the right flank to try to cut through the Pohang Steelers, and it's wasted that ball completely. Kim In-sung covering and getting a reward for it. Hasn't he had an absolutely tremendous game? Nakajima to Nasi, who sends it to Iwanami, who will take his turn in trying to bring it forwards, but it again peters out. Zeka. It's absolutely clear from the way that the Pohang Steelers have played in the league this season that they are not the kind of outfit to make excuses when there are injuries, to take responsibility and to seize opportunity. Some of these less well-known players have done exactly that. Quick apology from Hiroki Sakai. That was an unintentional impact on Go Young-jun, definitely. Kenny Wow preparing to come on. An interesting change, consolidating one in the midfield as Atsuki Ito departs, and Kenny Wow, the 35-year-old, joined the club from Tokushima Vortis. Very much a key part of the team. He comes on now. Still just the one change made by Kim Gi-dong, but what a change it was. It was forced upon him by Jong Jae-hee's injury. And it worked, and it was that gentleman. Broughton should cover this, and he does. Well placed. Back onto the feet of Nishikawa. But it has been an Urawa Red Diamonds performance that has lacked imagination and execution. They've moved the ball so much, but it hasn't really gone anywhere. Some of the passing by the Pohang Steelers has been much higher risk. And it really has cut through the Urawa Red Diamonds defence. That was good coverage from Akimoto, getting back well. Nakajima trying to engineer something all on his own. It goes to the substitute Akimoto, who really, from that sort of position, would have expected himself, I'm sure, to hit the target. And it rather sums up the whole occasion for the Urawa Red Diamonds. Again, maybe one needs to credit the defensive energy of the Pohang Steelers. Two players giving Akimoto something to contemplate as he was trying to strike the shot. Zeka is down and is agitating some of the Red Diamonds players who think that he is attempting to waste time. He is coming off. And now coming on is the great substitute himself, 23-year-old Iho J, wearing number 33. Replaces Zeka, the man who keeps scoring when he comes on in the league. Also Kim Jong-u departs to be replaced by Kim Jun-ho. Number 66, a 20-year-old who has come up through the youth team. He's been with the club for a decade. This is very much a breakthrough season for Kim Jun-ho. 21 appearances in the first tier of the K-League. But it will be intriguing to see what Iho J produces. Sakai, and there was Kim Jun-ho getting the ball clear. Lebron, it's not going to go anywhere. Not the 50th game in charge that he was hoping for, by any stretch of the imagination. They are undeterred, they are enduring in their great support for their team. One might rather brutally say they haven't had much to interrupt their chanting and jumping up and down, because their side has done so little to create attention. Meanwhile, here's Go Young-jun, good save by Nishikawa, and his contribution has been really important. The 37-year-old has helped keep this to 2-0. Nothing really that you could have expected Shusaku Nishikawa to do about the two goals. The young substitute Kim Jun-ho will take the corner kick. It's a very powerful header. It just goes into a sea of players. Touched on by Park Sung-wook to force the throw. Sakai away. Akimoto. Now an opportunity here for Akimoto. He's kept his run going, and he couldn't go any further. The right idea, though, certainly from Takahiro Akimoto. You have to credit his sedulity in sprinting forwards when there didn't seem to be much available to him. Now, is he going to keep this in? Yes, he is. Kim Jun-ho. Didn't have much to aim for, so certainly the right idea to try to engineer the corner kick. Sakai timing his run well and keeping hopes of a meaningful attack alive, and then it ends with a fabulous challenge that sums up the Pohang Steelers. This has been a wonderful example of how to go to a big team in a really significant stadium, an imposing stadium, and how to show absolutely no fear whatsoever, how to play in a way that you've played in the league, to take that to the continental stage, and to say to a team that has won this title 3 times, our club's pretty fantastic too. We also have a history with this great competition. The Steelers won the Champions League in 2009. They did win the old Asian Champions Cup twice as well, in 1997 and 1998. Another corner kick to be taken by 20-year-old Kim Jun-ho. Not a huge amount of commitment to attacking it from the Pohang Steelers, keeping a fair few players back in defence. Oh, that might be a yellow card. Referee Tantashev Ilguz coming straight in to say to Takahiro Akimoto, whatever you were planning, it ends here. It has to be a card, though. Kim Jun-ho, in his 3rd appearance in the AFC Champions League, picking up a yellow card. Broughton. Ken Iwao towards Sakai, whose header was well placed, but as he looked around and shrugged, there were no options. Many of them will make the journey to the Pohang Steel Yard on the 7th of November for the next match day. Hope you'll be able to join us for it. And what a position the Pohang Steelers will find themselves in if they can win that game, because they'll be taking a 5-point advantage at the top of the group over the Pohang Steelers into that fixture, and it makes things very interesting as well for the other teams in the group, as Wuhan 3 Towns will attempt to pressurise and move up the table, just Just to remind you that only first place guarantees you a spot in the next round. Most of the second place teams will be in contention. Won back really well by Hiroki Sakai. Then can't quite use it to Nakajima. It's been a day that has seen no reward for work rate from the Urawa Red Diamonds. Onside, and nobody in position. Once again, Sakai wondering, well, he was actually offside, and he was wondering why there was nobody to aim at. It's as though he was just ahead. Nobody, and the best placed player was Toshiki Takahashi. Nobody ran into position to try to pick up that ball. Understandable that some of the players might just be a little sluggish towards the end of this game, because it's got to have been a fairly demoralising one. And it all started with that wonderful cross from the captain, Kim Sung-dae. We do hope that all is well with Jong Jae-hee, who, after scoring, had to go off injured. His replacement, Kim In-sung, also providing a lot of inspiration for the team. Six minutes of additional time in progress. Sakai. Park Chan-young with the clearance. Sakai really seemed to be hurt there. Mohata has to play it back to Heilbronn. Akimoto. No foul, with what looked like quite a strong use of leverage by Takuya Iwanami as he jumped. Go Young-jun, and he crosses it towards Kim In-sung, overhits it, and the flag raised anyway. Very little has changed with all of the substitutions for the Urawa Red Diamonds. It hasn't had any discernible impact on the game. Pohang Steelers have dealt with anything that has come their way. Not a great deal has, mind you. Hwang In-jae takes his time with 3 minutes left. difference has been that the risk-taking passes of the Pohang Steelers have been so well executed. They injected pace into the game at just the right times. And finished well too. Both of the goals, they were well set up, the goal scorers, but their finishing was of great quality too. Kim In-sung really battling hard for the ball, as was Shin Kwang-hun, even when there's nothing really at stake. He was very confident before the game, Kim Gi-dong. He was asked about how he felt about some of the injury issues, and he said, "I have no worries, because all season we've been playing well." Turns out he knows a thing or two about his players. He certainly knows a thing or two about this club. It's been part of his life for so long. A manager who has won the AFC Champions League as a player, who dreams of being able to do the same as a manager. Okubo, challenged fairly by Park Sung-uk. And space here for Kim Sung-dae. There's one player arriving, now two in support. Everyone glances across for a moment at the referee, Tandasha Vilgus, who blows the whistle on what has been an excellent performance from the Pohang Steelers, to the evident frustration of the Urawa Red Diamonds fans. He had a huge impact, Kim In-sung, setting up the second goal for Go Young-jun. His 20th goal for the club, his first ever in the AFC Champions League. Earlier on, Shisaku Nishikawa was beaten after a high-quality ball from the captain. Kim Sung-dae was prodded home by Jong Jae-hee. There were plenty of other chances as well, but ultimately the Urawa Red Diamonds were not able to create any of their own. In a way, they were fortunate to keep it to just a 2-goal deficit. It finishes Urawa Red Diamonds 0, Pohang Steelers 2.